whatever you want to do too. Like if you want to jump around to different characters, I'm down with that. If you want to just be one scene real time, that we can do that as well. Just whatever strikes you.
Okay, cool. All right. Good.
There was a big Zoom like blackout on the eastern part of the states today.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All
And
right.
and a lot of kids were going back to school this week. So there are a lot of very freaked out parents right now
Okay. All right.
because it's very nerve wracking. And now the fact that the technology is not working, that's the biggest. My kids started last week.
What grade are they in?
One just started. She's in kindergarten, and
Oh,
then
okay.
the second one is in second grade.
Oh, so that's big stress. I mean, technology is clearly not part of the life too much yet, I suppose.
You try not to make it too much of the life, but you they both have like tablets, and they know how to get onto Netflix. Like they're very technologically savvy. So,
Yeah.
but no kid wants to sit in front of a screen all day. Like they want to play and have fun, and so they're trying to find a balance of like, okay, 2 hours of like classroom online learning. They're trying to get the kids to do every day, but it's
Ah,
day to day.
yeah.
Uh, well, here we've got one, two. We have 72 suggestions, my friend. Pick a
Okay.
number, 1 to 72.
So I didn't want to cheat, so I counted the number of books I have on the shelf and so I ended up on number 34. How's that?
That is perfect. 34. Now is the time in the show
You
where
count.
where I
Good.
count. So if you want to play some music in your head or whatever it is, here we go to 34. Let's see, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 6, 7, 8, 31, 2, 3. This comes from Francis,
Okay.
and the suggestion is fish bulb. Fish bulb.
Bulb like BULB?
Yeah, one word, fish bulb.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Francis.
That you, Matt?
Yeah,
Thought you were lost in the tubes.
I was. Thanks for waiting. I didn't know where I was.
Was it dark in there?
Yeah, you couldn't see anything. You looked around, you couldn't see your fin in front of your face.
How did you find your way out?
Well, I didn't think I was gonna. And then I just remember, take your time. You've been in worse situations than this. And as soon as I closed my eyes, it's the funniest thing. I was able to see.
Oh.
I stopped struggling and I let the current take me.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was waiting for you all this time.
Yeah.
And when I started despairing, thinking you wouldn't come back, I closed my eyes. And that's when I just saw you.
I felt like there was like a pull. And I didn't have control anymore. I think you were pulling me.
I was, with my eyes closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Your energy.
Because at first, I felt it was soft and
Uh-huh.
gooey and warmer than usual. And then it got even warmer.
Yeah.
And then I started having hope again. And there you are.
You want to try it again?
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Can we go together?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the tubes?
I don't want to go there by myself.
Right?
Okay. I can't see anything.
Me neither.
All right.
Let's close our eyes. You there?
I feel you. I feel you. I'm right here.
Yeah!
I'm right
Open
here.
your eyes. There you are. This is just magic.
I'm never gonna be, lost without you. You try.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Close your eyes.
Fine now.
Close your eyes. Yeah, there. Good. Yeah. Okay. Your eyes closed. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know where you are now. I don't know, but I'm not afraid. Okay, ready? Matt? Matt?
Open your eyes.
There you are again.
You did it. I was so scared. You started going the other way, and I was like, I gotta try harder. I gotta try harder. And Maria, you came. You felt it.
I was scared. And then the warmth came back again. And there you were.
I guess whenever we get scared, go to the light.
Yeah. And never be afraid to close your eyes. Because that's where the light is.
Yeah. I've been so scared my whole life. I never wanted to close my eyes. Now I'm not afraid.
I remember when we talked about the tubes and it was that one place you should never go to and
Never go.
how many times we were warned, but it's just nothing.
I mean, I think they wanted to take care of us. They wanted to protect us, but we don't need that protection anymore.
Yeah.
Oh. It means
Well, we've got to tell them all, right? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
We can't keep further generations in doubt like that, right?
No, we can't. You're right. I mean,
We've got to tell.
I know. I mean, my parents told me about there was an accident once in the tubes, and I asked them if they ever knew of anybody, and they said no one they knew ever. But that was because they stayed out of the tubes. But I think it's just a story to keep people in and not let people out.
Yeah. Maybe at first it's better to go with someone and then gradually we can even go on our own, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not fun to go on your own, but maybe it's okay.
Let's do it.
On our own?
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Like you on your own and then me a little bit after that?
Yeah,
And see if we can make ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come get me.
Gotcha!
I'm never gonna be lost again.
I'm never going to be afraid of the tubes again.
See? Oh my goodness. That was you're so fun to play with.
Oh, that was so funny. I was totally not expecting.
I mean, I look at suggestions like challenges, right? And it's like create something from this.
Yeah.
And then you go, is this okay? And then somebody goes, yes, and you're like, okay, cool. Like, I think that's the best way to look at it. It was so fun. I loved it.
Thank you, Francis, for the suggestion.
I mean, I've never gotten Flshbulb as a suggestion in my life.
Me neither. You know what? I just was thinking yesterday we could create an encyclopedia of all the suggestions we got online. And sometimes there's so much like more random, but also more challenging than some of the things that we sort of channel into something very specific on stage.
Yeah.
And
No, I think you're right on. I think it's like there have been so many suggestions that I want to just put aside and go, well, that'd be fun to explore. And a lot of times at least my experience is, if you ask for like, give us anything at all, you're gonna get a lot of the same stuff, because for an audience who's never seen improv, asking for anything at all is a really big ask. It's too much. It's like, and then they go, what have I just eaten? That's why I think there's a lot of food suggestions. So they're like, pizza. But if we can take these, or even just how do we ask for a suggestion? What do we want to get that will springboard us into that like fun challenge? Because I felt in that scene, it was like I totally got your support of what's happening, and we were like, we talked about it earlier, like the tightrope. It's like, all right, let's do this, whatever it is, let's do it together.
Yeah. And I thought it was quite bold because I ended up closing my eyes and then therefore not seeing what you were doing and trusting that somehow we wouldn't find a way out of that, which is, you go for the most terrifying thing you can do, which is lose sight of your partner on Zoom. And then it was okay. I was like, okay, we've got this. We're fine. We can't see a thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I was, but it's okay.
I mean, I agree 100%. Where it's like, we're gonna do this, then let's really do it. And that feeling of like terror mixed with pleasure to me sums up a lot of what improv is. It's like I'm completely terrified and I'm gonna make this big risk, but I've got somebody who's got my back, so it's not gonna fail.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much.
Oh my God. Well, thank you. And how did you get into improv? Like what made you take a class and start performing?
It's funny because I've got like two parts of the history of me and theater in my life. The one when I was like a young adult and I wanted to be an actress and I took a lot of acting lessons and it didn't work out. So I ended up being like a lot of failed actors, a teacher. And then I took pleasure in teaching. I stopped acting, and then I was in Dubai, and I was introduced to this the Courtyard Playhouse in Dubai, which is a theater dedicated to improv. You've heard, and
Yeah.
played with other people who also had some time there, and then I got hooked right away. First workshop ever. What was Sean? So and there you go. And from there I never stopped. I told my husband, if you want to keep seeing me a little, you've got to start improv as well, because we're going to be doing a lot of that. And ever since we've played together a lot.
Really?
Yeah. There was no question.
Well, and kudos, like, to put that out there and for him to go, okay, yeah, like, I'm gonna join in this whatever this pursuit is. I want to do it with you.
Yeah, no, that was tremendous. And also that we both take a lot of pleasure in it, and that we feel that we're complementary in that as well. Because it's not always the case. I mean, we're super lucky that this has happened to us.
Yeah.
But before that, we lived in the Dominican Republic, and we started salsa, and we for 2 years we like danced salsa twice, three times a night. So this is the kind of thing we do. We start something and then we go full on, and yeah.
I have a friend who's a salsa dancer and improviser too.
Oh, wow,
I'll
cool.
connect you. He's a great improviser, but he also, like, on the side, one of his many talents, he does voiceover works as well. But he teaches salsa, and I think he tried to teach a salsa inspired improv class once. I think
Oh, I
so.
want to hear about that.
Yeah, it would
Is it
be. He's just
oh,
he's a great dude. So, like, I think when you find people who have things in common, and then it might be like, I don't know, is there a partnership and doing something that combines those worlds?
although I have to confess I don't dance salsa anymore, but I can totally see the part where usually you have things that are very rehearsed, and then there's this part where you're supposed to shine, and it's called a shine. And that's where people go and do their own thing to impress the partner. So it's and that part can be improvised for good dancers. I mean, I never got there.
Well, that philosophy also applies to, like, jazz musicians when they improvise, where they go, "Hey, it's your turn," and then that person steps forward and shows off.
Exactly, that's exactly the same. Yeah.
I think I love that mentality, because I think too many times in improv we go take it to someone and they go, I'm not good, instead of like, no, you got to step forward and pretend, like, just be confident in that moment. So I think that teaching could really apply well to a lot of things we see in improv.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, it's another way of getting to be confident, because it's your moment. But I suppose you get to learn the codes like in a way that is more structured when you dance. Whereas in improv, sometimes you feel like, okay, I don't know how to go about this, and it's a bit too early, and got to build it gradually.
Shit, I was shining right at the suggestion. Pull
Yeah,
back, pull back. And you just did 10 minutes, 10 scenes with Arjun recently.
Yesterday, yeah, we did, and but we got over. I mean, 10 minutes is. I mean, it's like a title more than a reality. I
Yeah.
think we went a little over, but okay. Well, I suppose we can be forgiven for that.
My buddy Nathaniel's calling these like 10 minutes or so. He does those scenes too,
Oh
and
yeah,
so it's yeah, it's like it's just a nobody's gonna hold you to that 10 minutes, and it's hard. It is hard because when you like the scene we did, it's like, oh, that scene could have gone on so much longer. Like it was such a good flow to it, but I guess we can always come back and do a callback about it later on.
why not? Bring back the fish. Yeah.
Bring back the fish. Man, I've told the story before. My parents, the first show I ever did was at a theater called Second City, and we interviewed an audience member and then replayed their day. It was called Day in the Life, so it's like you kind of heighten their day. And this guy went fishing, and so during the replay of the day, I came out as a fish. They caught me, pulled me on stage, and then my buddy came out with a club and started clubbing me to get me off stage, which I thought was a great move, so I wasn't just like flopping around. And I swear, for a year after, whenever my parents came to see the show or any of my friends, and we would ask for a suggestion, they would say, "Do the fish thing again. Do that fish thing." And it's like, no, that was a one shot. It's improv. And they're like, well, you know, but it was so funny. And it's like, no, I wish I could, but we got to do something else.
There's this incredible show I saw in Paris and in other places. It's called Bio, and they create the biography of an imaginary character. And very often they sell tickets for like several performances. So you get to see different evenings, and sometimes the cast members are different. They have guests and things like that. It's really brilliant. They've got their specialty is to do great editing. And when you go there, and I went there, the audience members, you could feel that they'd already seen the show,
Oh
that
yeah.
they're having stuff they really liked, and that they wanted to see again some of the things that they'd seen. So they call thing, and the guys on stage were like, "No, we've done that already. Like, no, something else, please."
It's
But it's great partnership with the audience when you feel people are coming back, right?
oh, I mean it's not it's yeah, it's getting them to show up again. Like your friends will come to your hobby, your thing once, but
Yeah.
if they can come back, like that's the goal. It's like, oh, we want to see it again, not just like, oh, I supported you once.
Yeah, you don't want to annoy as many people as possible. You want them to be, want to come again. That's true. That's true.
Uh, where can people get a hold of you if they want to like check things out you're doing, online or shows or things like that? Like, what's the best way for them to track you down?
Okay, I've got iObject is a page that we created with Tanine, Arjun, and Nick. That's the online thing. Well, we started doing that in Dubai. We've been rehearsing. We're about to have a show soon entitled iLocation. Hopefully, within a week or two, we should be able to premiere it online because we're
Yes.
in all parts of the world. And then I'll send you the link to Pulpe Production, which is one of the companies that I play regularly with here in Brest, Brittany. I don't pronounce it in English, otherwise people think I live in Brest. All right, that's
Yeah.
so these are places where to find me easily. So
Well, what a joy! Like we've known each other like basically through Facebook and haven't had a chance to actually meet. So it was a pleasure playing with you. I can't wait to play with you again, whether it's in person or another virtual session. Thanks for
yes,
taking time out.
thanks for inviting me, and I hope to play again with you sometime as well.
Oh, count on it. Have a great day/evening now.
Yeah.
Okay, take care.
You too. Bye, Jay.